Hello, my friends. Megabyte here. Are you guys ready for some action-packed racing at Watkins Glen? That's right. We brought AMS to the Glen. There's no chicane, but there is the big old boot section. We've never run this configuration before in AMS, and we are set to just have an absolute blast here. It looks like Fabian Zweier just stuck himself in an excellent qualifying lap right at the end to push me down to 5th place as we start off on this one. As long as you're in the top 5, though, it's pretty draft locked here. So let's get our grid up and see how it goes. All right, we're just about gridded up here and ready to get the lights for some green flag racing at Watkins Glen. Starting from 5th place. We're gridded up. All right. Let's make sure everything's set. We got our fuel set up. We got everything ready to go. Start the car. Rev the engine. Put it in first gear. Clutch is in. Let's go.
Green flag, green flag.
Fabian Zweier got a bad start.
Left side. There's an incident behind. Keep to the right. Still there. Still there. Hold your line. Stay on the right. Clear on the left.
Okay, we're clear.
Right side. You're in the middle. 3 wide. Clear. 2 wide. Clear. 2 wide. Stay on the left. Stay on the left. Clear. Car right. Clear on the right.
Moved up to 3rd. That's what we wanted to do. Hell of a start. Okay, now we're just going to ride behind Jack and Luke here. Save some fuel. Save some tires. Just got to stay in their draft.
The next car's the leader.
I don't think Jack wants to be the leader. Yeah, I think he just gave up the lead on purpose. All right, my car number's not in any of the penalties.
Now in 3rd.
That's good. First time I've missed a shift in all my practice for this track. Terrible place to miss it. We recovered though. All right, tires are up to temp. Right now, fuel's looking good for 3.1. We just got to stay with that. ride Jack's bumper here. As long as Luke doesn't get too far out in front. Got what gear I was going into right there. Yeah, they won't take each other out. This league's too clean for that. But if they battle with each other at all, I think we'll be able to save enough fuel to pass both of them in the pits. But I think Jack gave up the lead on purpose to try to save fuel, because he's lost a couple races already this season by trying to be out front and run away and just burning too much fuel. You just can't run away, especially on a track like this. There's no way you're going to run away from the rest of the pack.
The car is a just after lap 1.580.
It's the biggest gap we've had so far. But now they're going to fight. We just got to save these tires, save the fuel. That's all we're doing right now. Riding along. Oh, mistake out of Jack there.
Just next to fastest lap of the session.
I was a little bit offline through there. It's going to cost me. Black Dog might be thinking about making a move here. Black Dog's saving a ton of fuel too. He's the one I'm probably most worried about. Because he could possibly be saving even more fuel than me. just chilling in fourth. But we'll see how it all plays out, won't we?
Right side. The next car's the leader. Still there.
I think Jack mixed a shift right there.
Left side. Still there. Hold your line. Clear. Right side. Keep to the left. Keep to the left. You're in second position right now. Clear on the right. Car on. Still there. Clear on the right.
Oh, Luke, my boy, don't think you can run away out there. Well, we didn't catch him by a ton, but we'll reel him back in. If anything else, he's just burning way too much fuel out there by himself. Wow, we both got in there too hot. We just had so much speed down that straight going nose to tail like that. Luke's running away. Like I said, though, he's burning way too much fuel.
You got a slow car on the right. Go left.
Sorry, John, did not know you were there.
Got pretty loose there. All of us seem to be fighting the rear tires a little bit. Picture perfect turn one. Come on, let's chase down Luke. If I know anything about Jack Sanchez, he is not satisfied to be sitting in second place. He will want to take that lead away. All right, we close that gap back down to Luke. Fuel's still sitting real pretty. Come on, Jack, get it together, man.
Car on your left. Clear. You have about 5 laps of fuel left.
Might actually work out better for me all the way around, though. If both Jack and Luke are burning too much fuel, like it is in this situation right here, I might be saving the most. Other than Black Dog. I think Black Dog's saving the most fuel. Look at the line of cars behind Black Dog, though. Everybody's still right there. One mistake and you're going to lose a whole bunch of positions here. I'll tell you what, Jack Sanchez does not look solid through that corner. Something to take note of later. Yeah, there's a couple where I could, if I was trying to make an overtake, I'd be able to. All right, we close the gap back up to Luke. The track just makes such a huge difference at this track. It's unbelievable.
Dave, I'm going to be pitting.
Just set your fastest lap of the session. The car in C4, just set its fastest lap. 1.373.
Oh. Black Dog sets the fastest lap while saving fuel back there.
96.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
yeah.
Missed my turn. Lost a little bit of time there. Okay, what do we got? Fuel looks good as far as how much we need. Should be able to still go 3 more laps. Kind of washed out on me there. Tires are starting to get a little greasier.
96 spinning out.
2 laps at the line. Oh, Luis! Black Dog lost it! Black Dog's out! He wrecked hard behind me. Well, that takes out one threat. He already disconnected. He's done.
You've got about 2 laps of fuel. You're pulling away from the car behind. The gap is 1.6 seconds.
Man, we are in prime position. Just chilling, watching these two start to battle. Pulling away from the pack behind. Although Fabian's right there. He's a threat. They might have to pit. I can go one more.
Car right.
We find it.
Clear. The leader's pitting now. They're in first.
I'll take the lap lead for sure. There's a point.
Have about 1 lap of fuel left.
That was slow. We're trying. Just got to nail this pit stop.
Thanks, Chad.
Fabian's looking quick though.
Don't forget to pit this lap for more fuel.
Dang it. We might have gotten a penalty.
Pit box in 10, 5, 3, 2, 1. Right here.
No penalty, I don't think. Okay, good. 3.1 gallons. Should just barely be enough.
Okay, go. Car on your left. Clear.
Came out in front.
Left side. Still there. Still there, hold your line. Clear.
Right back to the same position, but now it's go time, baby. All those places we saw Jack look weak earlier, hopefully he's still struggling in those spots. We got to save just the tiniest amount of fuel too. Make sure we don't have any blips before the finish line. This will probably be a drag race to the finish. Thanks, Scotsman. Yeah, it was a clean one. My heart was in my throat for a minute because I thought I got a penalty. I came into the pit lane a little bit too hot. All right, we got 10 minutes left.
Leader is running 1.694.
Jack gonna go for the move? He sure is. XT. If he pulls that off, that's an amazing move.
We're a great spot for some hardware.
Oh, it's heating up, boys.
Right side, clear.
Wow. These two have pretty much gone side by side this whole lap. It's brought Fabian back into the mix, though.
Neil, I need you to hold it together, man.
You have about 5 laps of fuel left. Go on your left. Still there. Keep to the right. Keep to the right. Go on the right. Rewind. Still there.
Now we're racing, boys.
Still there. Still there. Left side, too wide. Clear on the left. Left side. Stay on the right. Clear. Car right. Stay on the left.
I got the draft. He does it. We should pull away.
Clear on the right.
Good. Fabian got caught out back there. After that initial back and forth, we are going to be so close on fuel. I can't try to make a move right now. Huge lift for me. Just got to hope these two battle it out. And I can stay right here.
Car right. Still there. Stay on the left. Clear.
Oh, this is so good. It doesn't get any better than this as far as close racing. It really doesn't. Jack's still struggling through that corner.
The next car's the leader. Right side. Still there. Clear.
What do we got? 4 minutes? Here we go, down the draft straight again.
Car on your left. Clear. Left side. Clear on the left. Car on your left. Still there, hold your line. Keep to the right. Clear on the left. Car on your left. Still there.
Jack got out of there really rough.
Stay on the right. Still there, hold your line. Clear.
Gotta let Luke pull away there. Oh no. Touch the grass on entry.
Right side. Down about 2 laps of fuel left. Still there, hold your line. Still there, hold your line. Clear on the right.
Use that off track. What do we got? 2 minutes left.
Right side. Still there.
He scared me into it.
Still there, hold your line. Still there, hold your line. Clear.
Heads up, Tom. I don't know what that is. Oh, he's telling Tom to get the heck out the way because there's a heck of a battle for the lead of the race here. Oh, Jack just made a big mistake.
Down about 1 lap of fuel left.
Oh, shoot. We're going to be short on fuel.
4 laps to go. You got it, slow car on the right.
Even if we make the pass, we're going to be running out of fuel as we come out of the last corner. Oh, boy. This is what we saved the tires all race for. Man, Luke's getting out of that corner so good. He's got it.
Chuck up in the bottom.
Right side. Clear on the right. Car right.
Out of fuel.
Still there. Clear on the right. You're out of gas.
Come on, get to the line.
There's
Oh.
the flag. It's over. Nice run. Solid work.
You gotta laugh at it, otherwise you'd cry. All right, back to the start of this one. We got off the line pretty well, and we definitely got a good start. Coming from P5, we moved straight up to P3. Oh, geez, huge wreck behind back there. Let's go take a look at this. Looks like there was just too many cars back there. I want to see what happened back here. This is unusual off the start of a AMS race. Yeah, it just moved right. Unfortunately, Matt Best, big mistake there. Doesn't look like anybody else was majorly affected other than, obviously, Brandon Brush, who I believe is our clean driver points leader. I think just Matt Best kind of lost track of who all was on his inside right there. But back up to the front of the pack, let's take a look at how we made up 2 positions right here off the start, because it looked like Fabian Zweier just didn't get the best launch here. As we took off, he seemed to light up the tires a little bit, jump to the right. I think maybe even missed his shift a second. So we coast right by him. We got Jay Bast on the outside. We hold the inside tight, get a good exit here, but we still got Luis Enriquez on our outside. And I almost thought about just backing out here and letting him have 3rd place so we could keep tight with the leaders, but ultimately decided to run it side by side, which makes it super sketchy through this section. We touch, I keep it off the wall, and then Fabian gives him a little bump, and thankfully I'm able to just keep going there. I think Black Dog had to let up because otherwise he was going to start sliding wide and come out into me, and I just sit right in the middle of the track here. Decided that was pretty much my best bet with all the cars behind me. Park it right in the middle, drive it through the corner, held everybody off, and held on to P3. And then you guys saw the rest. It was pretty much just riding along behind these 2 all the way to the pit stop. And then there was a couple of times here that I think we saw Sanchez get really loose off of these end corners through the boot, where, man, it was really sketchy for him. He really didn't seem to have this corner sorted out that well early on in the race. He seemed to be really getting loose with the back end here. I don't know if his setup was not really good for that or what, but definitely catching him through that section a few different times. And then when it came to the end, though, he was pushing hard, and unfortunately, I just did not save enough fuel. I thought I'd put enough in the tank, and there just wasn't quite enough there. I should have just gone for 4.1 and then unchecked the box after it went a little bit over 3.1, and we would have been in a lot better shape. But let's take a look at some of this battle after the pit stop, because the rest of this time, we're pretty much just pushing each other. I'm surprised Jack didn't let me go right here and just... we could have caught back up to Luke, and everything would have been a lot better off. This was some exciting action here, though, with again Fabian Fabian would have been a major, sorry, not Fabian, but Black Dog, Luis Enriquez would have been a major contender for this race, but he unfortunately had a pretty nasty wreck there. Let's see what happened to him. We'll basically watch until he disappears from our camera view. Man, there was a couple times we just all came barreling into this corner with like 3 wide in a few instances. My car seemed to have some really good grip through that corner, and that was nice. Overall, the setup worked extremely well for this track. We were doing really good. Had a great race with it. Jack Sanchez fallen back from Luke Sudengay here for a little bit, but then let's skip ahead until we see, yep, this is where Black Dog is gone. So was it this lap? Yep, it's this lap. What happened to Black Dog? It's like he comes out of there just fine. Whoa, I think he had a disconnect or something. This is crazy. I thought he lost it, but all of a sudden his car turns right and then just stays straight. I think he had a disconnect or a wheel malfunction or something happened, and he was out of the race. I know he had computer problems last year. It's not a disconnect because he reset to the pits. But after that, let's skip ahead to where we made our pit stops, which, here's the thing. These guys pitted 1 lap before me. And the lap that I stayed out was not a very good lap. This was what decided my race right here. If I had done a better job on this lap of both saving fuel and going fast, I would have won this race. But I wasn't. Now that I wasn't following somebody, I just wasn't super confident out there. So if we skip ahead to the next lap, as we roll down the pit lane with Fabian right on our rear bumper, and I was terrified, absolutely terrified right here that I had gotten a penalty on pit lane entry. I thought for sure I'd gotten a speeding penalty, but we pit and we get out of here, and I should have just taken a little bit more fuel, and I would have been good. Just a tiny bit more, I would have been much better. So we come out of the pit lane though, and these guys are right here. There we come into the lead, and at this point I pretty much know they're going to have a way better run down this straight, so I'm not going to even try to hold them off. But I definitely wasn't going to like move out of the way either, so I take the inside line down this straight, make them go to the outside. And I also knew already at this point that I needed to save fuel, so I kind of needed to be back behind them. So sure enough, I fall back in line. I see those two are going to battle, which is going to give me inroads. And now Fabian, I believe, re-enters the picture here once we all kind of stack up for a little bit. Let's fast forward a little bit till Fabian gets back up in the picture, because I know he gets up in here. Oh, man, look at how tight all this racing is. This is good stuff. These two are running side by side for like this whole lap. Jack's still not getting a good entry or exit on this corner, though. He was really struggling through that corner. That's where Luke was really doing well, too. I had some pretty good speed in that corner as well, but I think Luke was even faster. But with the two of them constantly going side by side, I was able to stay right here, and I thought I was saving plenty of fuel, but man, I really thought I was going to be able to save enough with how much I was able to lift and coast through these laps. Now here's where Fabian re-enters the picture, and I believe I even get ahead of Luke here for a second, maybe. Crazy. I don't think I even got a 0x contact for touching Luke right there. We almost died. 3 wide, coming down. And this is where I back out once again. Lift early, coast it in. Still carrying really good speed into the corner, though, as these guys have to go side by side. At this point, I was also worried Jack was going to run away. If we kept fighting back here, Jack was going to run away with it. Fabian gets tucked real tight on the inside here. And I'm able to take the position back away from him down here. But this is where I burn too much fuel, is fighting with him on this lap. And then thankfully, right here, I got the draft again, and he didn't. So I was able to pull away down this straight. I think he lifted and fell back in right there because he knew better than to try to fight, or we were going to lose the leaders. Smart move on Fabian's part. So then we fast forward a couple more laps. I think we're getting close to the end here, but these two continue to kind of play chess games up in front. I try to ride smooth again, but Luke gives me this opening here by being a little bit offline, trying to make a move on Jack, and Jack being on the defensive line. Once he got pushed wide right there, I had no choice but to tuck it down inside. At this point, though, I really had not much interest in battling with Luke. I was mostly interested in making sure we caught Jack. Big lift here for me, but still not enough. Luke putting on the heat. Yeah, see, when I get that corner right, I'm much quicker than them through there. Side by side through here is going to cost them so much time, which it does. So once again, I'm side by side with Luke, which unfortunately checks both of us up through this corner. But again, Fabian plays it smart, sits in fourth place. I can't wait to see what the broadcast is doing for this one. They had to be watching this lead pack the whole time. It was constant action. We fell back in line for this straight. Down the straight again. I give Luke a push this time, hoping putting him in the lead is going to throw Jack off. And sure enough, it does. Jack gets really wide here. I'm able to slide up and just take the line with him, keep good speed. And Jack had some really good speed despite being so wide right there. I pinched Fabian, I felt like really close right here, but I guess it wasn't. It was clean. That was clean racing. That was nice. Man, this is such good stuff. Here I was taking a little bit of a defensive line, but again, this is where I was burning way too much fuel. Jack gets super loose here, so I dive in inside of him because I was super worried about how much speed he was going to lose down this straight. I think Fabian even gives me a little shove right there. Then we're on the inside line with Jack here. He pinches me all the way out to the outside. I knew he was weak through this corner. I tried to get a good run out of it, but he holds on to it that time. We fast forward a little bit further. At this point, again, I'm worried about Luke running away now. I'm able to break deep into turn one, get the best run I have. I kind of cheat a little bit, take the off track. Try to get caught back up. Fabian tries one more attempt on the inside there. I believe this is last lap. We get caught back up to Jack. Lap 20. Yep, it's last lap. I'm like, okay, we got to make the move whether we got the fuel or not. Throw it down the inside, brake late, carry the speed. Jack tries to pinch in, but he ends up tapping me. He gets pushed wide. At this point, I'm gaining on Luke like crazy too, but I knew my fuel was going to be super tight. Luke checks up so hard through the middle of this corner. basically gave me nowhere to go, which he knew that. That's a good strategy. It's a good way to protect your position. So no harm, no foul there. Again, we both just take it real easy here. He gets a good exit out of this one, and I pretty much knew he had it at this point. There's no other real options for overtaking. So now my attention goes to Jack Sanchez behind me. I get my worst run out of this corner all night, and he's doing this right here. And I thought, well, he's not going to make a move, but sure enough, he goes last-ditch effort through here, and then the car starts sputtering. Sputter, 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 sputter. 2 positions. But hey, a 4th place, I'll take it anytime. What a heck of a race. Here's our results for this AMS hosted event. We bring it home P4. Looked like we had a P2, but we miscalculated the fuel just a tiny bit. Man, what a heck of a race. I knew this one around Watkins Glen was just going to be an absolute barn burner, and it did not disappoint. The top 5 there, we were all going for it. It's a shame Black Dog it looked like he had a disconnect or something. This will undoubtedly be a drop week for him. Not sure what happened. He did still take home the fastest lap, so he did get a point for that. But man, what a battle with the front pack. What a battle. It was the greatest. Let's take a look too here at the point sheet that's updated after this week. I'm pretty sure this might have sealed the deal for Jack Sanchez, as he's out front with 396 points. Luis Enriquez in second place with 380. Him not finishing well tonight is going to hurt his chances. But Luke Sudengay, another win for him. I believe that's his 3rd on the season, still holding down 3rd place, which puts us further back into 4th place. Thankfully, we did finish ahead of Fabian's Wire right there at the end, even with running out of fuel. So we maintain our tiny gap over him. He's only 10 points behind me. And that's for a little bit of money there between 4th and 5th place. Here's our results, the points for this week. I only scored 2 more points than Fabian by finishing 1 spot ahead of him. And Luke Sudengay takes home 51 points. I did get 1 extra point as well for leading that lap when I stayed out when everybody else had to pit. And that wraps it up for Watkins Glen AMS. Hey, if you like this video, make sure you hit the like button. If you want to see more of the AMS content, check out the playlist and subscribe to my channel. We'll see you next time.